Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is finally the 500 subs review. Before starting, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers who still support the channel in my long absence. I will definitely try to upload more in the future. If you like my content so far and want to help me to reach my next baby step, please consider subscribe. I would very appreciate it. And now let's get started with the review. This is the Master Tribute 80 set from Marco. It has been widely reviewed recently, but I think Marco is still a very unknown and underrated art supply brand. It is basically the Chinese version of Kohinoor, so very affordable, but you still get very good quality for your money. These pencils are oil-based coloring pencils. They offer different sets up to 300 counts for hoarders like me, which is great. The downside is the price because these are definitely not budget pencils. They are aimed for professionals and advanced users. Same for their Renoir line. For people who sell their works, they also have a set with light-fast pigments only, so you don't have to sort out those pencils like you would in a bigger set. The 80 and 300 ones are more collector's item in my opinion because first of all they are too pretty to use, and second of all for the 80 set specifically it is very inconvenient when using these pencils because they are sorted by color themes. I had to pull out every color first for my drawing, which you can see later in the video, and after that I had to put them all back in, so it was just extra work for me. Whereas if they were in a tin and sorted by rainbow colors order, it is definitely easier for me to navigate. But if you already know which colors to choose from the start, you probably won't find this annoying. I choose my colors randomly on the go, and I know it sounds ridiculous, but most of the time I don't stick to my reference at all. So I like to have an overview of all the colors that I have, and that's why I prefer to have them and leave them in a tin. This set or this line is called Master Tribute because each color range represents the most used colors in a specific painting of a certain artist, and because it should remind you of the masters or a tribute to the masters, they also wanted to step up the quality game, and I think the Marco team really succeeded. And I'm really happy that I bought this. Honestly, I was a little bit hesitated after reading some reviews saying that the Renoir and the Master Tribute were pretty much the same. Well, they are both oil-based, that's true, but the Master Tribute has definitely more oil content. The Renoir's lead is softer, it has more wax content, and also the pigment load is less than the Master Tribute. So in my opinion, the Master Tribute is not an update of the Renoir, but rather another type of pencils, which is targeted to polychromos fans, whereas the Renoir is more for Prismacolor folks. So each box comes with 10 pencils. The barrel is made out of cedar wood 7.5 millimeter in diameter and 4.0 millimeter core. They feel to me somewhat between a Faber-Castell and a Holbein. The lead is softer than Faber-Castell, but not at Holbein's level. They behave like traditional oil-based pencils. That means people who like to layer are going to like these. In my test, I was able to build up to 10 layers, which is also what they advertise. Blending is also very nice, but you're going to need more pressure in comparison to most wax-based pencils. And the white is completely useless as always for oil-based core. Other than not being able to buy these pencils open stock, I really have nothing negative to say about this. So after trying out the 80 set, I like this so much, I had to get a bigger set. At first I thought 240 or 300 pencils are too much, so I just got the 150 set. And I'm not sure which set they want to do exactly, whether it's Faber-Castell or the Holbein, but the color range of the Marco 150 set is very similar to the Holbein one. So I was really happy that I found an oil-based dupe for my Holbein because honestly I love the color range of the Prismacolor, but I don't like the fact that they are wax-based. Actually, there are 160 pencils in this set that I got. They give you two extra black and flesh colors, which are likely to run out first, so it's very considerate of them. Four blender pencils, which I don't use, and also two HB matte graphite pencils, and plus two pencil sharpeners. The last tray has to be my absolute favorite. I hope to see this video and start selling this pencil open stock because they do have my favorite colors in the Holbein set in here, and these are really good alternative because everyone knows Holbein is really expensive. So now I'm going to show you some swatches. This is from the 80 set. And this is from the 150 set. This is the trendy set, which includes more funky and fun colors, also some Morandy, muted, and pastel colors, but you only get this set when you buy the 241, so it was very annoying for me. I hope they see this video and start selling this set separately because I am 100% sure this is going to be a hit beside the 151. So as you can see, the pencils are all over the place, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video. Since the core is much softer than most oil-based pencils, it is very easy, just like the Holbein, to get a decent color payoff on the paper. That applies for normal colors, but not for lighter colors. They are harder than the rest, which is very typical for oil-based pencils, and not like the Holbein ones, which are actually much softer than the rest. The pigmentation is really good, same as Faber-Castell, Derwent Lightfast, and Prisma for sure, but not quite comparable to Caran d'Ache or Holbein. They sharpen nicely and the lead wears down not as fast as the Derwent Lightfast on toothy paper. I could really have stopped maybe at 3 or 4 layers, but I want to know how far I can mess up with the layers, and the drawing accidentally turned out a little bit too dark than I wanted to. Some of the colors are really intense. I did even burnish it because I want to keep the sketchy appearance. And there was a slight resistance at a certain point, but I think if you use solvent, you would be able to layer more if you want to. So here's a short summary for you. These are very nice pencils, good quality for the price, not budget friendly, but they also claim to be artist quality. And in my opinion, they totally live up to the expectation. nice extension or substitute to my Faber-Castell because they have more muted and pastel colors, which are only included right now in the Holbein set. So highly recommend this. I hope they sell the trendy set in the future, and open stock option would be very nice. And I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please give a thumbs up, and as always, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. If you have these pencils already, I love to know your personal experience with these. See you in the next video. Bye!